Hello, brothers and sisters. I hope you are well. There is a lot going on around the world. And of course, True Mother is at the very center of God's providence. And all of us who are supporting her are able to support Heavenly Parent through that way. So, Heavenly Parent has a will, Heavenly Parent has a heart. And despite all of the challenges that humanity faces, still, our Heavenly Parent is trying to guide us through this course, how we can solve all things, and working through our true parents right now, working through True Mother right now. So there's a lot going on right now, especially around the events of True Father's 9th anniversary of his Holy Ascension. And I want to share with you some information. First, today, I just want to focus on kind of the internal heart. There's a lot of events coming up, and I want to be able to make sure that you are fully aware of everything that's going on. But first, I want to make sure that our minds and hearts are connected internally. So, first of all, I hope that you enjoyed yesterday's Hyojong Nori festival. That was the first of a new kind of worship service, of course, geared towards the very young, the youth, our young children. And True Mother invites us to participate in these worship services with 3 generations, ideally, right? So it's not just for our kids to sit in front of the screen and watch, but really this is for all generations of the family to participate in together. But of course, the content of that worship service is geared towards the very young. There will also be worship services geared towards the youth, and then again geared towards the adults. But hopefully we can all be youthful, and I hope that you enjoyed yesterday's worship service, and I hope that it encouraged you to be more youthful. This is such an incredible heart that our True Mother has, really wants to embrace all realms of the family. And, can you imagine how many times our young children sit in our church events or sit in our worship services, kind of not really catching everything that's going on. And frankly, for them, oftentimes might seem a little bit not so interesting, right? So hopefully this new initiative that Mother is driving is going to not only be fruitful for our children, but I think also a great way to reach out to families in our neighborhoods, in our towns and cities, in our nations. So thank you, True Mother. But we're still in the midst of so many events that are going on. And I wanted to use this opportunity to really anchor our minds internally with where Mother's mind is at. So that's what I want to do. I want to share with you some words that I received just recently in our just a day or two ago from Dr. Yoon and from True Mother in our leaders meetings. So, Mother's heart is really loving the world, praying for all things going on in the world. And I'm sure many of you have seen the news. Not only are we faced with the challenges of COVID-19, health concerns, financial concerns hitting our nations, but also maybe you can't avoid to see what's going on in Afghanistan today, in Haiti, and natural calamities all around the world, not just COVID-19. So what is Mother praying for? What is Mother thinking about? That's what I wanted to share with you today. So this is what we received. True Mother is very busy offering Jeongsang, not just for the ongoing events around True Father's Sangwa anniversary, but particularly right now. She's concerned about the situations in Afghanistan, in Haiti. Now, when I look at the news of what's going on in Afghanistan, it makes me want to get on a plane and go there, behind enemy lines and save as many women and children as I can. It's really shameful how how we have chosen to conduct the withdrawal of support in this nation of Afghanistan. And we've left not only Americans, but we've left so many people that have supported America's allies. We've left them with very little indication of how to really reach security. So it's very shameful. As an American citizen, I feel very shameful. And even when I watch the news, the focus is like America first. We have to save the Americans first. Yes, that's essentially the job of the American government. That's the job of the American government, forgetting that our job as America is to play a role in the world to serve and protect the world. And you can even see other nations' leaders from around the world saying that, questioning, is this the end? Is this the end of America's leadership around the world? But what's a mother doing? Mother is praying every day, praying deeply, praying, longing that we can fulfill our responsibility. She's offering Jungsang herself for the men and women and children of Afghanistan and Haiti. She's continually offering conditions for these matters, along with the other national calamities going on. She's praying that the world can be saved so that we can all be more prosperous, so that we don't need to live in a world that's constantly bombarded with man-made and natural disorders as a result of our lack of alignment with Heavenly Parent. She's praying, knowing how serious the challenges that we're facing with COVID-19, and offering continual Jungsang for all of the families around the world and the future of the world. She's extremely busy offering conditions for all of the leaders and blessed families around the world. True Mother has also expressed how much she is yearning for True Father, and how much she hopes that all of us will be completely supportive to bring about the successful completion of all of the events held in honor of True Father's Songwa this month and through to the end of the year, all the way through up to February. True Father, until his last day, is longing, until his last day on earth, has been longing for the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. And still today, True Father is longing for that, and True Mother is working tirelessly towards that effort. Also recently, True Mother offered a special prayer, and in this prayer she mentioned that True Father, who is in heaven, has really now begun to really sever all secular ties on earth. And right now, we are in a new era where the children need to fulfill our responsibility. Therefore, all of the children around the world should be offering sincere Jungsang and prayers for the heavenly unified Korea. That's us, brothers and sisters. That's us. Mother also mentioned that True Father's earnest desire was for the restoration of the unification of the homeland and the realization of the firm establishment for the heavenly unified Korea. That's why the theme for the event celebrating True Father's 9th Holy Ascension anniversary is determination and resolve. Determination and resolve. Brothers and sisters, that means no matter the challenges, no matter how hard it may seem, each in our own way, we must absolutely have determination and resolve to unite with true parents, with True Mother, with True Father for the successful completion of these events. Understanding that our unity with True Mother in this time and our results in our mission area is extremely important. You may be asking what you can do. You can unite completely with True Mother and True Mother's will for your particular mission, for Chombo, for your blessed family. That is how we can contribute to True Father's desire right now. This entire time is connected to the 9th anniversary of True Father's Holy Ascension, not just the Songwa anniversary itself, but all events this month and leading up to February next year. We're talking about a 6-month period. Okay? Furthermore, True Mother mentioned something very interesting. She mentioned that next year, when we celebrate the 10th anniversary of True Father's Holy Ascension, it will no longer be centered on the morning of his ascension, but rather it will be the celebration of the completion of True Father's entrance into the heavenly kingdom. Do you understand the difference? Until the 9th Holy Ascension anniversary, we're really kind of remembering Father, remembering his incredible legacy, incredible ministry on the earth, which is where we're so focused on what we see today and focused on the history of True Parents' legacy. But from next year, the 10th anniversary, we'll be celebrating the completion of his entrance into the heavenly kingdom. And honestly, our mindset can also be drawn more to what an incredible world is unfolding in the spirit world centering on our true Father. Do you understand how exciting that is? But right now we are right in the midst of the final chord of the symphony. The final note of the symphony is throughout the next 6 months, especially as we kick off True Father's somewhat related events this month. We're really entering into the final phase, this final 6 months up until February 2022, celebrating True Father's Ascension. And then from next year, 2022, September, we will be celebrating the completion of True Father's entrance into the heavenly kingdom. Therefore, Mother is asking all blessed families around the world now to march forward with absolute confidence, with total focus, especially now over the next 6 months, total focus over the reunification of the Korean Peninsula. Let us reflect again on True Father's words offered on September 3 of 2012. I have completed everything. Today, as I have returned the conclusion of the final perfection to you, Father, I know that up to this moment I have offered my whole life to you. I am spending this time now to bring my life to its conclusion, to bring to a close with utmost devotion in accordance with your will, in order that we may return to the original Garden of Eden, the garden with no trace of the fall, and surmount everything that came to be connected to Adam's portion of responsibility following the error committed by his betrothed Eve. I, who have the authority to grant liberation and complete freedom to everything, declare that anyone who follows true parents, be it someone in the 4th dimension, or be it someone who would be otherwise even in the 14th dimension of hell, will be adopted into the kingdom of heaven and registered into the 4th dimension. I declare that if, centering on the 14 sons and daughters, the tribal messiahs are able to fulfill the calling of the national representatives and restore the 387 nations of the Able UN and Cain UN, everything will be brought to a conclusion. I have accomplished everything for this. I have completed everything. Adieu. And let us also reflect on Mother's words offered August 30th on True Father's 3rd Holy Ascension anniversary. She says, if that is the case, all of you who are gathered here today, what would you like to tell True Father? I want to say the following. True Father, from now on, please do not worry. We will absolutely complete this responsibility. I pray that you, to Mother saying to the members, will comfort Heavenly Parent who has been lonely until now in the original garden, that he may become free as one of glory and praise. Do you understand, brothers and sisters? This is what Mother was saying to us on the 3rd anniversary of True Father's Ascension, after 3 years of mourning, and after she herself was faced with persecution and questions and doubting from all corners, even as to her own authority, even as to her own unity of oneness with True Father. This is what she was saying to us. She's saying, well, what will you say to True Father? What heart do you have, leaders? What heart do you have, brothers and sisters? Surely from now on, you should say, from now on, Father, we will take responsibility. We will remove the burdens that have stopped our Heavenly Parent from being able to be free in the original garden as the one of glory and praise. Brothers and sisters, there is a lot going on over the next few weeks and the next few months. This is just a glimpse of all of the events, and I will make sure that our national leaders send this to you. It's been given to us just recently in chronological order, and this is just the events going on up until October of this year. But please understand, right now we are in the midst of celebrating True Father's 9th Holy Ascension into the Heavenly Kingdom, and from next year we will celebrate the completion of his heavenly and holy and successful entrance into the kingdom of heaven. Do you understand? A whole new era has been opened, not just by Mother here on the earth, not just by the only begotten daughter proclaiming her royal, incredible, substantial victory, but also we need to understand the incredible, substantial victory of True Father entering into the heavenly kingdom. What's going on in the spirit world right now today, brothers and sisters? Some of you may have an idea. But what is our responsibility here on earth, we must know. I tell you, as I see what's going on in Afghanistan with young girls, every girl under 20 has only known a country that was protected by America and its allies, but now no protection. Now they're not allowed to go to school. They're not allowed to go to high school. They're not allowed to go to university anymore. The women and the children have no voice in that nation anymore. But this isn't about pointing our fingers at Afghanistan or at the Taliban. We can't just look at this as a political failure of American leadership. We can't look at this just as a poorly executed military endeavor. What did Mother say? True Mother said that no longer can humanity do anything more to solve the challenges that we face today without God. We must understand the need for Heavenly Parent. So what is it? What are you doing? What am I doing? What is it that we can do to unlock, to pull back the curtain that is blocking heavenly fortune upon our endeavors? It's called we have to fulfill our portion of responsibility. So what is our portion of responsibility? It depends, brothers and sisters, on who you are, frankly. Are you a new member that's just joined? Have you studied the divine principle? Have you yet received the blessing? Are you a blessed family? Are you a leader? All of us are at different stages of development. But I tell you this, every one of you who is watching this message right now is on a pathway to fulfill Chombo. That is the most important thing that you can be doing to fulfill your responsibility. Okay? So the question as to what is your responsibility, it's Chombo. The question as to what are you supposed to do today, this week, this month, this year, is to fulfill the next step towards Chombo. And it starts with absolute and total artistic, physical, spiritual, mental, emotional unity with our true mother. That's why you're participating in PeaceNet. That's why you're watching our weekly messages. That's why you're waiting to get a hold of the physical book yourself and read it again and again yourself. But not just reading Mother's life and history. Understand, what is Mother doing today? What is Mother calling us to understand and do today? Every one of us that is disconnected from that is literally contributing to the challenges we face today. Because the only way to solve humanity's problems today, the only way is to fulfill our responsibility, beginning with total unity with True Mother right now. So how united am I with True Mother is literally the determining factor of how well Asia Pacific One is protected. Afghanistan stands on our borders. We've got Haiti. We've got COVID-19. Brothers and sisters, in one sense, when I watch the news of what's happening today, I cry. In the other sense, it puts fuel to the fire of my resolve and determination. Because I know without a doubt, again, not just COVID-19, but again, even Afghanistan, the greatest nation in the world, America, could do nothing. That's exactly what Mother is saying. We can't do it anymore without God. And I'm not just talking about some, interfaith, soft-hearted idea of coming together to talk about stuff. You who are at the core of the Heavenly Parent Holy Community, you who are at the core of True Parents family, you, me, we must be completely determined and resolved to fulfill our responsibility. I don't care how old you are, how young you are. I don't care whether you're man, woman, child. I don't care whether you're first, second, or third generation. I don't care whether you're rich or poor. I don't care whether you have an official position or you don't have an official position. All of us are full-time children of God. And what did Mother just say? Mother said that Father has now severed all secular ties to the earth. It's now on us, the children, to be not just praying and offering Jungsang, but to really unite with our true parents and to really fulfill our responsibility. Not talk about other people, how well they're fulfilling their responsibility, but how am I fulfilling my responsibility? Each one of you, every day, day upon day, can do a little bit more. Those of you who are now participating in the Chombo Challenge, you know what I'm talking about. Those of you that didn't sign up, You should be crying about why you didn't sign up right now. You want to next time, because I will personally help and guide you to fulfill the next step towards your chombo, towards fulfilling your heavenly character, fulfilling your heavenly family, fulfilling your heavenly stewardship, and fulfilling your chombo. Brothers and sisters, I really miss you. I wish I could be physically in your nation with you, eating with you, drinking tea with you, playing with your children right now. But wherever we are physically, we know that Mother is relying on us to completely unite with her. What is she doing? She's praying for the world, praying for the children of the world, praying for the future of the world. So let us unite with her. Let us be mindful of all of these things as we participate in PeaceNet, as we participate. Everybody should be participating in Sunday service. Everybody should be participating in PeaceNet, and not just participating. Learn how soon you will be guiding and leading your own calls, your own meetings, and leading your own communities to connect them to True Mother's heart. That's all we're doing right now. This woman and her words and her life and the blessing of true parents has the power to solve these problems. If you're wondering where's the money, where's the military, where's the political power, we have politics, we have military, we have money, we have all these things. But all of these things without God are only causing problems now. That is why the world needs us. The world needs you. So thank you, thank you, thank you for participating today. Please share this message with all of the blessed families that you know. And brothers and sisters, let us pray together, offer this Jeongseom together. Let's offer even our small financial contributions that we can make a big difference. Please be serious about what you can do to own your nation, own your chombo, own Asia Pacific One, and let us rise to the top that Mother needs us to be, the best in the world, to be able to lead those who are lost and those who are lonely and those who are crying. The people who are lost and lonely and crying are praying to meet you right now, and they need you for guidance. And let's not make it any harder than it needs to be. What we need to be guiding them to do is simply connect in heart with True Mother, receive the blessing, and build a blessed central family day by day towards that future that God has been longing for, the original garden. That's what we're here to build, nothing else. So brothers and sisters, God bless you. I love you. I miss you. Please enjoy the rest of the session and have a wonderful day. I'll be sharing more messages soon about upcoming events. In the meantime, let us really participate in True Father's 9th Holy Ascension anniversary with all of our hearts, together with our spouses, our children. So grateful. We miss True Father, but we know that he's really doing a work in spirit world now, and he's relying on us to help True Mother here on the earth. So let us pray with that kind of heart, determination, and resolve. God bless you. I love you. Adieu.